comic book fans, and welcome to another exciting edition of Cammy's Comic Corner. I'm your host, as always, Cammy. Now, this week, I was very pleased with the books that came out this week. I actually had to juggle my pick of the week, which I rarely do, people. Rarely. But was it one of the big event books that made it to the pick of the week? No. It was The Underdog, The Image, The Independent, not one of the big two. So enough about boo-hooing and aw shucks, the big guys didn't make it. Let's get on to the pick of the week. From Image Comics we have I Kill Giants number 6, written by Joe Kelly and art by J.M. Ken Niimura. Now, I've been a fan of Joe Kelly's works on Image for quite a while now, with Four Eyes, with I Kill Giants. I Kill Giants, though, has always stuck out to me as that fun book that goes unappreciated. And finally, after, I'd always have it maybe as a Fast 5 pick or almost Fast 5 status, but I think this makes up for it, making it the pick of the week. We follow Barbara as she faces a titan. Not a giant like she was expecting, but a titan. These things are much worse. And the entire issue just focuses on her mythical hammer, Kowaleski, and she and the titan, just mono, Kid E, mythical giant, etc. It was so awesome, and I think it's the art by J.M. Ken Niimura that really makes this series what it is, because it's kind of a Japanese anime manga-esque twist, but it's not really. It's just free flowing. You don't have to worry about everyone having six-pack abs, muscles, etc. It's just a fun book. And finally, at the end, we realize that Barbara isn't the crazy one. Everyone around her is. She's been right the entire time. She knows she's been right. Giants and mythical beasts do exist, and she's been put on God's green earth to stop them. To stop them from taking over the world. And it's quite the cliffhanger at the end of this issue, as we are left to wonder, does she survive? It took every ounce of strength in her to take that mighty hammer and slay the Titan right where it stood. Tune in next issue, the final issue, to find out. As I said before at the beginning, Joe Kelly is doing some great stuff at Image, so keep an eye out for this guy. I think he might be going places. Now on to the Fast 5. First up, from Abstract Studios, we have Echo number 8. Now in this continuing Terry Moore saga, we follow Dylan and Julie again, as they were at the hotel last time being protected by bikers. Well, all of a sudden in this issue, something's killing these bikers left and right. Turns out it might be another Moon Lake survivor, and he has part of the armor as well. And there's a little standoff between him and Julie overcomes him in the end, but still, it was quite a radical display of power from each individual. Kept me on the edge of my seats, and finally something exciting, huge happening in this series. I mean, you got little things along the way, but this one really made this issue stand out. So if you have been on the fence for Terry Moore's Echo, I highly recommend you pick up this issue. It might change your mind for life. Next up, from DC Comics, we have Final Crisis number 5. And I know what you must be thinking. But Cammy, you're always hating on Final Crisis. You're like the number one hater on Final Crisis. Well, comic book fans, I think this is the turn of the tide. In this issue, I had fun. I have to admit. I even went into it with a negative attitude, but I ended up enjoying it from front page to last. I think it's what really hooked me was the Green Lantern in the beginning. The Green Lanterns, plural. And Hal Jordan and Guy and Kyle and, we're on it. You got 24 hours to save the universe. And all the things that are going on Earth at the same time, like Black Adam versus Mary Marvel and the Darkseid's Furies. It's just amazing. And I think this might be the issue that makes me go, okay, bring it on, Grant Morrison. Let's get on and finish this series with a bang. Because I am now hopeful. You heard it here first on Cammy's Comic Corner. I'm actually looking forward to the next issue. Next up, from Vertigo Comics, we have House of Mystery number 8. Now, in the past few issues, they've been trying to explore the house and see where the basement levels go to. They're trying to figure out this House of Mystery because, like the title might suggest, it's mysterious. No one really knows all that much about the house. But we focus on Harry, the bartender, and go over his origin tale in this issue. Turns out, he doesn't even remember when he arrived there, but he remembers when he did. He was visited by this one man who hunted nightmares with his little pet Goldie, which was awfully cute. And he dies multiple times, and just to collect the nightmares. But Harry says, hey, I'll help him. But, you gotta help me out of here. But the guy goes, no, you were meant to be here, and I'll even send guys your way. And that's how patrons started coming towards the bar, and the house feeds on everyone's stories. So that's why this is the perfect book for little one-shot stories if you're ever interested. So another good issue. I've been enjoying this series. And if you want to, jump on board, the trade paperback of the first volume comes out in January. I think the website said January 20th. So keep an eye out for that, because I recommend it. It was really good. Next up from DC Comics, we have Green Lantern Corps number 31. Now, in the past issue, the Lanterns were fighting Crib, the evil, and let me tell you, creepy as fuck Sinestro Corps Lantern. And he was after another Green Lantern baby, killed the parents, almost got the baby, but then the little Honor Guard Green Lantern Corps and some followers got in there. In this issue, Crib has made them all succumb to him because of the fluids he secretes to feed the babies he entraps. Well, they got on the Lanterns, and now they take, yes sir, whatever he asks, they do his bidding. So it's up to the Mother Lantern, pregnant, expecting at any time now, Matu Pri, as she tries to go and kill Crib, but there's a huge battle between them. And then at the end, just when Crib's about to die, she asks her children to go and take care of Matu Pri. It's a great cliffhanger because Crib wants that child. And, oh my god. I hope Crib survives because this guy is one of the creepiest Sinestro Corps Lanterns out there. And he deserves respect, or she deserves respect, damn it. And finally this week we have Secret Invasion Dark Reign number 1. Now comic book fans, this almost was pick of the week. This and Final Crisis. But this one was ahead by only a hair. But what really made it become a Fast 5 pick was the art by Alex Maleev. Apparently a lot of people love Alex Maleev's art. I think, the covers and whatnot are fine, but it was the interior art on this issue that really made me go, that's such a shame. Because on the front cover, for instance, Namor looks badass. On the interior art, he looks like a homeless bum. Like a balding, homeless bum. He looks disgusting. It doesn't even look like Namor. So, other than that, the rest of the story was great because I'm a huge fan of the new Avengers Illumi-naughty miniseries because, these most powerful players interacting behind closed doors, out of public eye. And only in this issue, it's the beginning of the Illumi-naughty. I saw that online. I thought that was very cute, so I decided to pass it along here. So other than that, it was a good issue, and I can't wait to see what happens next. This is the starting point of something huge. Especially with Namor and Dr. Doom, their little conversation at the end. Whoa! Watch out, people. Things are gonna break. Well, that does it this week for comic books. If you want more Cammy's Comic Corner goodness, go ahead and go over to www.cammyscomiccorner.com. From there you can subscribe to us on iTunes or subscribe to us on the RSS feed. And for goodness sakes, people, go chat about this episode in the forums. From there you can subscribe and post in any threads, or even make your own thread. Make your own thread. I don't care. Me Playground, S2 Playground. Playground, that's not Spanish. But you get the whole drift, right? Also, if you like and you admire these comic book t-shirts that I'm wearing, like the Orange Lantern Corps, anyone? Yeah, who's gearing up for the Blackest Night? This guy. Go to www.deadlinegraphics.net. From there, go ahead and send Kelly an email, and he'll send you his whole catalog. And you can browse and look through all these marvelous t-shirts. And for a limited time, 10% off all orders for the rest of the year. Come December 31st, this deal is off the table, but 10% off. Let me tell you, I already got my Christmas shopping done. And many of my friends are getting the shirts that you see up here. So yes, deadlinegraphics.net for awesome comic book t-shirts, and thank you again, Kelly, for sponsoring the show. Well, that does it this week. I've been your host, Cammy. Thanks for stopping by Cammy's Comic Corner, and I have no pants on.